I'm walking with the Word down Devonshire Street in Sheffield, and I've been thinking about Psalm 37, verse 4. This was written by a man called David, and David knew how to praise and worship God. And David declared this. He said, "Delight yourself in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart." What does it mean to delight ourselves in the Lord? Well, I think David's life is an example of this. David is a man who delighted in God. He praised God, he worshipped him, and as David drew near to God, God drew near to him. Now, something I delight in is food. I absolutely love food, and if you gave me a piece of molten chocolate fudge cake and I ate it, I would delight in that food. You wouldn't need to tell me to enjoy it, you wouldn't need to tell me to delight in it. I would just delight in it because it's so tasty. And I believe it's the same with God. When you draw near to him, when you experience his presence, when you worship him, you'll begin to delight in him truly and sincerely. And this is what it means to delight ourselves in the Lord. And then it goes on to say, if you do that, he'll give you the desires of your heart. It doesn't say that he'll give you every single desire you could possibly have. For example, what if your desire was to get high on heroin? Would God want that for you? No, because it harms you. So when it says he will give you the desires of your heart, I believe what this is saying is if you delight yourself in God, the desires of your heart will align with his desires, and his desires are by definition the very best thing you can have. So it's an alignment of our desires with his desires, and he brings those things to pass. Or perhaps you've got good desires, things that you know won't harm you in life. There are things that you want from life or in your life that you don't have yet, and you're delighting yourself in God, but you're wondering, why the heck don't I have this desire yet? Well, we live in a materialistic, consumeristic society where we're used to getting the things that we want when we want them. For example, Amazon Prime, you click, order it, it's delivered to your door the next day. Or click and collect from Tesco. All of these things create this sense of getting things as soon as we want them. And maybe that's not God's desire for us. Maybe he has a work to do in us before he wants to bring those things into our life. The focus of Psalm 37 verse 4 is the delighting in God. So if you're in a position where there are things that you want in life which are genuinely good for you, and you're wondering why they're not in your life yet, just focus on the delighting in him bit. Don't focus on the things you want. If you focus on the delighting in him and his glory, you'll almost forget about those things, and it'll surprise you when God brings them into your life. But trust me, he will. He's a good father who loves us absolutely, sincerely and deeply, and really does want to bring good things into our lives.